Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Pammy and on here I am reviewing all things clean beauty. So today is going to be such a cool review. Today I'm actually going to do a full face of ILIA Part 2. I have already reviewed a full face by ILIA, however, I was missing out some really good products, so I decided to expand my collection of ILIA products and actually do a part 2 with more products. So some of the products that you saw in my other review are going to come back. Others won't come back, so I would suggest to actually go ahead and check out my other review as well if there's something that you want to see that might not be in this video. Of course, I'm going to link that video in the description box below so you can go and check it out if you're interested. Now, if you're not familiar with ILIA, ILIA is such a good clean beauty brand. I feel like ILIA is kind of considered almost as like a classic clean beauty brand. They're also clean at Sephora, so you can also shop them at Sephora if you want. They are so innovative, you know, they actually create really high quality products with amazing ingredients. Also, ILIA has the nicest customer service in the world. I feel like these people that work at ILIA are so nice. They're actually very helpful and they really know how to treat their customers. So that's a plus point for them. ILIA is of course 100% cruelty free. Most of their products are vegan as well. They don't use any carmine. The only thing I think that is not vegan, I think it's their mascara, and I think the mascara does contain beeswax. So most of the stuff is vegan. For all you vegans out there, you do have quite a huge selection with this brand. Also, you guys, if you do enjoy clean beauty content, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I would absolutely love to have you here. You can also ring the bell to stay notified about my upcoming videos. And if you enjoyed this review at any point, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. That would be, of course, very much appreciated. So without no further ado, let's just go barefaced and let's get this review rolling. Okay, you guys, so I am barefaced right now and ready to play around with these beautiful ILIA products. So I wanted to start with their primer. So this is the True Skin Radiant Priming Serum and this retails for $52. You guys know how much I love this. I've been using this quite a lot. I've been also using this on my channel quite frequently because I actually honestly love this primer. It's a little bit pricier, but it's literally worth it. If I would run out of this product, I would definitely repurchase this because this is a really good clean beauty primer. It's a very runny consistency. It's very liquidy as well. So the way I like to apply this is I'm just going to take a couple of drops onto my fingers and then just spread it out all over my face. Okay, so the primer is applied, so let's move on to the next product. So usually I would move on to the foundation now, but I'm not going to use their foundation in today's video. I used that in my part 1 ILIA Full Face review, the video that I have linked down in the description box. If you're interested in that foundation, please do go and check that one out. Today I want to try their new product. So this is the Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40. Now I am in Europe and we only get the SPF 30. This must be due to some SPF regulations from America to Europe. I have no idea. And what's really funny actually is I think they put this sticker on top of the bottle. Let's actually remove this sticker. If you remove the sticker, it's gonna say SPF 40 underneath it. So this skin tint really caught my attention because it seems to be super overhyped online. And, you know, I wanted to give it a try. Usually I am not a fan of skin tints at all. I need my coverage. I mean, I used this before, you guys, and I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan. I know so many people love this and I can kind of understand why, but it's just not my vibe. And we're gonna get to that because I do have a lot of thoughts about this product. But first of all, let's have a look at the claims on the website. The first of its kind formula fuses skincare, makeup and sun protection in one easy step. A weightless serum that leaves your skin looking like skin. Plus it's silicone-free, fragrance-free, chemical screen-free, oil-free, non-comedogenic and safe for sensitive skin. This is SPF made super. Okay. Fair enough. So this does not contain any oil. There is no coconut oil in this as well, which is really cool. Not that I mind coconut oil too much, but if you guys have problems with coconut oil, there is none in this. Now, let's talk about the shade range on this. So this product comes in 20 shades, not too bad, not too great, but the shade range is quite diverse. So I got this in the shade ST4 Formosa, that's the name of the shade. That is described as a fair with warm undertones shade. Honestly, you guys, this is actually way too light for me, so I'm gonna look like a ghost in a second. I should have gone in with the shade ST7, I think. That would have been a wiser choice. That would have been a light medium with neutral undertones. This is super, super fair on my skin. I'm gonna shake this up, and the way I like to apply this is actually I'm gonna put this on my makeup palette and then spread it out with a brush. You guys, this is so dewy on me. I mean, I'm gonna look super greasy in a second. That's why I don't really love this product that much. So the one thing that impressed me quite a lot was that this product was very long wearing. It was super long wearing, and it actually stayed on my skin for a long time. It didn't wear off. It didn't, you know, break up on me or anything. That was the good thing about it. But in general, in my all-day life, I would not really reach for this too much. I might mix this in with a foundation, a couple of drops. To me personally, this is not a life-changing product. I'm always on the hunt for a good full coverage foundation and sort of a satin matte foundation, and this is completely the opposite. We're gonna deal here with sheer coverage and a dewy finish. So that's about that. But you guys, you know, I'm gonna actually add some coverage later on with the concealer and mattify it with the powder. So don't worry, I'm not gonna end up looking the way I will be looking after I apply this. So I'm gonna put back my hair and then I'm gonna apply it. So yeah, I mean, it did, you know, even out my tone, but it's not covering any of my spots. It's clinging also a little bit onto dry patches, although it has such a dewy finish. So I am not like over the moon, you know, with this product. I don't know, I just think we need another foundation by ILIA. I got faith in them. I really hope that they're gonna come out with a full coverage foundation and nothing dewy, you know. It's just, this is not a foundation, you guys. It's just a skin tint. I'm aware of that. But this is also going to dry down to a certain degree, so it won't stay as dewy as of right now. I do think it's literally just this quench of hydration that is showing, that nourishes the skin. That's why it's that dewy. I mean, just considering all the ingredients, it's normal that this is a little bit dewier. I mean, this has dried down now a little bit, but to be honest, this is really not a finish that I think looks flattering on my skin. So let's perfect this a little bit and let's move on to the concealer. So this is the True Skin Serum Concealer, and this retails for $30. Now, I really like their concealer. I like it so much. I actually have it in a couple of shades. And today I definitely want to use all of these shades. I have this in the shade Arrowroot, that's SC05. That's their lightest shade. It's super light. It's neutral in tone, but it's very fair. Then I have the shade Shikori SC1. That has a little bit more of a warm undertone. I love this for my under eye as well and for, you know, the high points of my face. And then I have the shade SC2. That one is called Yucca, don't know how to pronounce that, Yucca. And that is a light medium with neutral warm undertones. And that's actually what I'm gonna use as a base. As you can see, they revamped the packaging. So this is their new packaging on this shade. And this is their older packaging right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dot on these different shades onto my face. And yeah, get a little bit more coverage and also get a little bit more color in here, because I do think the shade is a little bit too fair for my skin. So this concealer has like sort of like a more luminous finish. It's not a matte finish or anything. It has medium coverage, but it's a really nice concealer. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna start off with the fairest shade, the shade Arrowroot SC 0.5. I'm just gonna put it here because this is so bright. I want to go in with this super sparingly. I'm just gonna put it on here. That's, I think, already enough. So, and then I'm gonna go in with the shade Shikori SC1. I'm gonna put that onto the high points of my face, so maybe right here, on my nose, in the middle, and onto my chin. And for the rest of my face, I'm gonna use the shade Yucca. Still don't know how to pronounce that. And this is gonna add some color. So I'm gonna start off with a small sponge for under my eyes, and then I'm gonna go in with a bigger sponge for the rest of my face. So you guys, just as a reference in terms of the shades of the concealer, here are the 3 shades that I have used. So at the top we have Arrowroot, then we have Shikori, and then we have Yucca. I still don't know how to pronounce that, but these are the 2 shades. So you can see this is very neutral, this is a little bit more yellow, and this, in my opinion, it's a little bit more peachy. I cannot anticipate to actually powder all of this down. This looks way too dewy for my liking. Oh my gosh. So let's move on to the powder. So this is the ILIA Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder. You guys may know how much I adore this powder. This powder has been my all-time favorite powder for my under eye area. It has this insanely blurring effect. Honestly, all over my face, it kind of looks a little bit sometimes too much, but for my under eye area, it's perfect. Now, I don't think this is the most mattifying powder that there is, but it's really great and it actually always kind of looks good. So today I'm gonna go all over my face with this powder because I just want to use ILIA products as much as I can. So we're gonna start off with the under eye area, and then I'm gonna just set the face very lightly with this. So you guys, my face is powdered. I love this powder. It just kind of leaves the skin looking so smooth, so blurred. I really enjoy it. And actually, on top of everything else, all over the face, this looks so good. But this is actually my go-to under eye powder, and I love it. So my face is all set, my base is on, so let's move on to the fun part. Let's move on to the complexion product. So let's start off with their bronzer. This is not a new product to me at all. This was in my previous video. So this is the Nightlite bronzing powder, and this retails for $34. Now I've been using this a fair amount of times. This is a matte bronzer. This is their lightest shade called Drawn In. I think they're gonna come out with more shades. Right now they only carry 2 shades. This is a really beautiful bronzing powder. It's a matte finish. On my skin, at least on my skin tone, this comes across just a tiny bit too orange, too warm. It's still very wearable, and I actually like the formula a lot. I prefer a little bit more of a neutral tone. Which is weird, because in the beginning I didn't realize that, and then a couple of times when I was actually outside in daylight, I was like, whoa, this is actually pretty orange. So I'm gonna go in with this sparingly and bronze up my face. So let's go ahead and do that. I think the formula on this is so nice. It's actually really smooth and blends out so well. Definitely not a contouring shade, so I'm excited if they will release more bronzing shades. I'm really looking forward to that. So let's move on to the blushes. Now there are two possibilities when it comes to blush. So I have their Color Haze Multi Matte Pigment, and this retails for $32. And I have their Multi-Stick Cheek and Lip, and this retails for $34. Now today I want to sort of do a little bit more of a cool tone look, which doesn't make any sense because we're in summer. But I feel like in my previous video I did do a pretty warm toned look. So this time around I wanted to go a little bit in a different direction with this. So let's start off actually with their multi-sticks. So because I want to do a little bit more of a cool toned look today, I'm going to go in with the shade At Last. I always like take a brush and just kind of do this with the stick. I never really dot it on because I feel like it kind of stains a little bit too much. So I'm gonna start off applying this a little bit further into the cheek because I might go in with a second blush, who knows? So let's do that first on here. So I don't want to overdo the multi-stick blush because I also want to go in with the multi-pigments. So we're going to do that as well. Now for the multi-pigment, I'm going to use the shade Before Today, which is also kind of like a dusty rose berry shade with cool undertones. I've been loving this Color Haze stuff. I also have this other shade. This is actually the older packaging in the shade Waking Up. That is such a beautiful nude peachy shade as well. And I have never really combined the stick with the multi-pigments. So the way I like to do this is I don't really like to go in with this thing, you know, immediately on the skin. I always take it onto my hands and just take a drop, literally just a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with a brush to apply this as well. Here we have that drop I'm gonna use, and I'm literally gonna take it onto the brush and just go in on the apple. Now I really like both of these products. I feel like ILIA creates such amazing blush products. I think they're so pretty. This just wears so natural. It just looks super natural, you know. That's what I really appreciate about these blush shades and the formula here. They are multitasking products. So yeah, really, really pretty. My complexion is coming together. So let's move on to their highlighter. So this is their Daylite highlighting powder, and this retails for $34. I have this in the shade Decades. I think that's the only shade that they have. It kind of looks a little bit more on the golden side, but it doesn't come on your skin like super dark golden, you know. It looks still very champagne-y. I think it's very champagne. That's the right word to describe this color. It's honestly one of my favorite highlighters in the world. It's so good. It's just perfect. So I'm just gonna apply this right now. Now this looks so stunning. Wow. I'm always impressed with this highlighter because it just looks so pretty, you know. And the reflect in this is just absolutely stunning. Your skin looks so natural with this highlighter, and still it gives you that punch, you know, that really intense highlighting punch. So you guys, my complexion is all done. I have to say this looks really, really nice. So now it's time to move on to my eyes. So let's move on to an eyebrow product. So this is their Essential Brow Natural Volumizing Brow Gel, and this retails for $26. Now I have this in the shade Dark Brown. I've been trying this out lately and I actually really enjoy it. The only thing is this doesn't really fill in my brows. It volumizes them. It has a tint, but it's not like the 100% pure one where I just go in and my eyes look super filled in. So what I want to do is pre-fill them in with the Eco Brow pencil. I'm not sure if ILIA has a pencil, and if they do, I don't have it. So I'm just going to go in with that, and you know, just kind of fill in the little gaps that I have in my eyebrows. But yeah, let's go in with this brow gel. So the bristles on this side are shorter, on this side they're a little bit longer and sort of rounded. So yeah, let's apply this. I honestly enjoy this. It's nothing too special though. It's gonna look super natural, and as I said, you know, it's not gonna really fill in your brows if that's what you want. You kind of have to go in with a pencil or something else. But what I really like about this formula is that it actually volumizes the eyebrows. So my eyebrows are done, so let's move on to the eyeshadow palette. So ILIA has two eyeshadow palettes. I showed you guys the warm nude palette in the other video. So if you're curious about the warm eyeshadow palette, please go and check my other video out. So today we are going to use the other palette, and this is the Necessary eyeshadow palette, and this retails for $38, and this is the shade Cool Nude. I really enjoy ILIA's eyeshadow formula in general. So just for reference, this is the warm nude eyeshadow palette, the one that I showed you in my other video. I've been loving this eyeshadow palette. It's amazing. I really love it. It's so good to travel with as well. Last time I traveled, I brought this with me for my friend's wedding, and I have to say, love this one so much. So however, if I would have to choose one of them, I would pick this one. Just for the reason that this one is a little bit more wearable during the day, because it does have a little bit of a lighter shade selection, of a lighter color selection. This one, it is a little bit more, I would say, nighttime, evening look, but you know, you can also create a day look with this. But I'm just saying, this one, the shimmer shade, leans very dark and purpley, and this one is still quite dark if you compare it to the lightest shade in here. You know, this one is definitely a little bit more light in color. I always prefer like a good sort of mix of dark and light. This is a cool tone palette. However, I feel like these are very wearable shades. They're still sort of cool toned, but a little bit neutral as well. You can create beautiful berry sort of looks with this. They blend out super well. Very smooth, not powdery at all. So to start with, I'm gonna take the shade Just, this shade right here. It's like a lavender sort of pink, and I'm gonna put that into my crease. I feel like this is a beautiful transition shade. Purple is one color that I usually don't like on my eyes, but for some reason I feel like this is a very beautiful shade, and it actually doesn't make me kind of look sick, because that's usually what happens with a lot of purple shades. So yeah, anyway, let's move on. I'm gonna take this deep red berry shade, and that one is called Unravel, and I'm gonna go into the crease with that as well and take it over the shade Just that I was just using. So far so good. So let's move on with the shade Teardrop, and I'm gonna put that on my V, outer V, and into literally into the edge of my crease. Next step, what I want to do is I want to go in with this shade on my lids. This is the shade Undo. The next thing I want to do is go into the shade Infinity and actually use this just to brighten up my lid a little bit in my inner corner here. I do think the purpose of this shade Infinity that I just used is really interesting. I do think this is a shade not to just be worn like that on your eyelids, but I do think this actually acts as, you know, a sort of brightener for all these other colors that do wear a little bit more dark, so you can actually brighten up the shade and kind of wash the color out a little bit. So I'm going to use the Natural Eye Pencil in Black by Lily Lolo, one of my favorite eyeliners. I love it. So I'm going to drag down the shade Teardrop to my lower lash line. Now I'm also going to use the shade just a little bit on my lower lash line. Now I'm almost done with this eyeshadow look. I do think though that this eye look does definitely need more shimmer and some highlight. Now this palette, as I said, does not really have this typical bling bling highlighting shade. There is in the warm tone shade palette, we have the shade Cocoon, which is so pretty. That one here really serves its purpose as a highlighting shade. It's so stunning. But I think, you know, I'm just gonna go in with my highlighter today and actually use the highlighter itself, just to actually give this entire look a little bit of a pop. So my eyeshadow is on. I feel like this completes the look. This looks so stunning with the highlighter, you know, just blending in here. I really like it. I pretty much used all the shades. I just haven't used this shade right here, this shade Overcome. That's for the next time. Just gonna put it on my finger. It's super dark and very purpley, so that might be more of like an evening kind of look thing. It's just a little bit neutral as well, like, you know, looks really stunning. I love the formula on these. They're so soft, so blendable, you know, they just go on and you can like really work with them. That's what I really appreciate about these eyeshadows. So let's move on to the next product. Let's finish off the eye look with some mascara. So this is their Limitless Lash Mascara, and this retails for $28. Now you guys, I used this mascara in my other review. I used this one. This is their older packaging. And I didn't like this mascara, and everyone is raving about this mascara now. I thought it was clumpy and it wasn't a great formula. I just didn't understand the hype. And then all of a sudden, you know, I can't remember who it was, but I was watching someone's video and they were talking about ILIA actually has reformulated this mascara, if I'm not saying anything stupid. So I was thinking maybe I got this batch where the formulation wasn't on point yet, because I completely agreed with what she said, and I did think this was clumpy and that this wasn't worth it. So I got myself the new packaging because I didn't want to give up on this. I really thought to myself, I enjoy this applicator so much, but maybe something was wrong with my mascara. And actually that turned out to be true, because when I used this one, this was a completely different mascara than this one. So now when you're ordering a mascara, just make sure that they have the new packaging available. You guys, this is so good. I actually really enjoy this. It's not the most volumizing mascara. It's super lengthening though. On one side you have like longer bristles and on the other side you have shorter bristles. So I'm going to actually curl my lashes and then we'll apply it. Whew, you guys, oh my gosh, this is really lengthening, and yeah, I really love this applicator. I love the fact that they put this, it's almost like a comb. They put a comb so you can literally comb through, remove clumps, and just lengthen your lashes. I mean, it's not the most volumizing mascara I've ever tried, but it's so pretty. It's super lengthening. I think you can tell if you're looking, yeah, I never know how to show you guys mascara. always struggling with that. So hopefully you can see what this did though. It's just really pretty. It's super lengthening. And I have to say, this wasn't the same experience at all than this one. It does take a little bit of time to actually, you know, apply this mascara, but it's worth it because I feel like my lashes look super pretty and I'm actually really in love with this. Like, this is such a good mascara. Definitely one of the top mascaras in Clean Beauty. If you want to try out something very lengthening, I would definitely recommend this now. So I'm so glad I tried this again and gave this another chance. So I am so sorry that I can't remember whose video this was, like who said that about this being a different formula, but thank you so much for actually pointing that out, because I would have never given this mascara a chance ever again, but this is really good. So I'm so happy that I actually did. So yeah, you guys, my eye look is complete, so let's move on to my lips. So before we actually gonna use the lip product that I want to show you guys today, I just want to have mentioned two really cool products. So ILIA actually has this Balmy Nights Lip Exfoliator with volcanic stone, jojoba and shea butter, and I've actually been using this. This is like a lip sort of care product. It's so good. Like, literally, if you want to exfoliate your lips a little bit, if they're a little bit rough, or if you just want to, you know, get some new skin on your lips, I would recommend doing this not more than twice a week, because, you know, physical exfoliation can be quite rough on the skin. But this is super gentle. It's really lovely. It's such a beautiful exfoliator. To be honest, I have never exfoliated my lips until I got this, and I have to say it makes a huge difference. My lips are usually not that chapped, so I do get away with using this like once every 2 weeks, but I've been really enjoying this product. They also have this Balmy Days, that's their lip conditioner. I do have the old packaging here. This is also a really nice product to have a lip balm on the go. I really enjoy this. I don't really have a lip balm on the go, so I got this. And it's actually really nice. It's a little bit chunkier. I don't know if that's because I have an older batch. Maybe the newer batch is not like that, but it's lovely. I just have to rub it in a little bit with my fingers and disperse the product a little bit on my lips, and then it's all smooth. They also have a tinted version of this lip conditioner if you want a little bit more of a lighter color on your lips, then I would go with that one. But yeah, so let's actually add some color to my lip right now. I mean, I could go in with, you know, the multi-sticks and all of that, but I do want to use actually their lipsticks. This is the Color Block lipstick, and this retails for $28. Now you guys, I've been honestly loving this lipstick so much. This is the shade Amber Light, and it's a perfect nude shade. It's like this really soft muted pink nude. I don't have a lipstick like that. And the formula, oh my gosh, this is somewhat more of a matte satin lipstick, and it's just so pigmented, and they are so long wearing. I have no words. I love this. I love this so much. ILIA makes literally one of the best lipsticks I've ever tried in Clean Beauty. Okay, so let's apply this lipstick. I don't think I'm gonna go in with a lip liner. I'm just gonna apply this straight to the lips. So yeah, let's go. So nice. It's moisturizing but matte, and this actually reminds me of the 100% pure matte lipsticks. They're really good as well, but I love this shade so much. It's just a perfect nude shade, sort of like pinky nude. I really think you can wear this with a lot of different looks. This is just such a universal shade. I really love it. So this is actually my finished look using more ILIA products, using also more cool tone products in terms of complexion and eyes. And I have to say, as usual, I love ILIA products, you know. I mean, apart from this skin tint, but I do think the concealer helped me out here a lot. Everything else that I've tried out today, I love it. I have been playing around with these products so much, and I do think ILIA is a really great brand. So this concludes my full face review of ILIA Part 2. Do let me know if you have any further questions about these products, just drop a comment below. And also please do let me know if you have tried out any of these ILIA products yet, or if you want to try them out. I'd be really curious to know. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. That would be extremely appreciated. And if you have not joined the Clean Beauty family on here, you guys, I would love to have you here. You just have to hit the subscribe button. You can also ring the bell to stay notified about my upcoming content, and I shall be seeing you on here very soon again. So please take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.